that they have reduced people's standard so low that expectation has become so low, like bottom barrel. You know, bottom barrel expectation from these rogues, that automatically, even if you have to expose the lies time again and again and again, they are usually voluntary slaves. Abrodian Ronuku, they will try and find means of gaslighting you or even blackmail you, just to keep you short. And at the end of the day, when you call them back in, let's say 8 years, right? You won't see them anymore. You won't. Maybe for a few years, you may see some remnants here and there. You won't see them anymore. By then, lives have been ruined, destroyed. You know? APC, Ebekebe. If the road is indeed intended to be built or delivered, right? And delivered, take a look at the pace. That's all you need to know. Like I said, I still have £1,000 I can possibly put aside. Yeah, a wager that if Tinubu manages to build 300 kilometers from that your coastal road, you know what that means? It simply means by then they would have constructed at least 6 different flyovers, like bridges over water. And personally, I won't even feel bad, right, that you are going to win the money. No, I actually feel good that somehow, right, 300 kilometers, or try you again, that will automatically possibly make me like the typical Nigerian that will tell you that at least he don't do 30 kilometers, give him time, he will do 40, he will do 50, you know, that kind of mentality. And then when they finally manage to do 100, they will say, well, another person should do the remaining one. Why your trillions gone? Yeah. So let me show you this from those who have, you know, like at the crop of what you call cropped out the map, the routes. You see that place? You see that place where that is in blue, where you have all these arrow pointing down, Ondo, Delta, Bayelsa River. You see from that Ondo part, that is where the real coastal road construction will start from. You know, when they say we are building road, I mean coastal, because from that part, it is water, island, water, island, you know, creeks and all of that, where they have to possibly erect hundreds, if not thousands, of pillars like that. You know, bridges now. So if it took them 15 months to do you 26 kilometers, that you celebrated shamelessly, well, you know the answer. But to the likes of Akwabiole, this is how the Ronukus, the Ronu bandits, as well as their supposed oppressors, is how they feel. To them, things are getting better. Akwabiole, things are getting better. Remember?
Things are getting better for Nigeria. Things are getting better. For Asiwaju is on the throne. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Mr. President, things are getting better. Hey, things are getting better for Nigeria. For Nigeria is on the way. Progressive government, things are getting better. Asiwaju, congratulations. Things are getting.
Akwabiole. It is whatever you get from the earth is the same. That is all that is going on in almost every other state in that contraption. Almost. I didn't say all. I didn't say all of them. I saw something going on in Kano, right? I don't know who is responsible for this project too, Because some said it is Kano State government project, right? Well, maybe this will help them too, okay? But you take a look at this. Using public fund. Substandard products. They've used the substandard materials, right, to make this, this ring drainage or ring covers, right? Now, somebody got the contract, okay? And at the end of the day, they're going to cover it up, like they have already turned the broken ones into, like, robots that they could use to fill up the open drainage there, right? So in another 6 months, a big rain is going to, or let's say even like in another few days, a big rain can fall, and boom, newly constructed drainage washed off by rain. The contract will be re-awarded. Guess what? To the same guy that did the first one. And it goes on and on and on and on like that. They will never treat their own personal businesses the way they are treating Nigeria resources. So if you are looking for the enemies of that place, there are no other enemies than your criminal political leaders, as well as their friends. Yeah, because they are not acting alone. They have their partners. But you, who is a victim of all of this, probably don't even know that, or didn't see it that way, right? Now, talking about your leaders and then how they treat you, a lot of us, were alarmed when the news of the flooded Mokwa in Niger State hit the news. At least we saw this very violent torrent of water, and we also saw the destruction that he left in his wake. However, afterward, days after, even though the affected community continue to continue to look for their own missing loved ones, they have said that they have already recovered over 240 bodies after that big flood I showed you that day, right? So they sent a shitty man there, and I think it was today. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, but something kind of like caught my attention following the story and the developments. And I saw their governor, right, Niger State governor, or maybe Niger State government, that posted it online. They posted their bank account online because it said the damages, the damages caused by the flood, right, is so much that the state government can't really help. Can't help alone in rehabilitating the affected. I was like, okay, so what does that mean? We should start contributing money for the state government. Right. So Obi was there just a few days ago. And I think it was reported that he gave them 20 million naira. So people have started contributing money. Remember what happened in Borno with Zulum and the Post dam that has been receiving hundreds of millions and billions of naira for rehabilitation and maintenance, but was never spent until the day it couldn't take, or hold the water in its, and let everything out enough that a lot of people died as well. So they started contributing money. Billions of naira was raised for Borno State. And I think Niger State is asking for the same just before Shittiman got there today. Obi was there.
He represented good self and the good people of Niger State on the devastating effects of the flood that claimed several lives. We felt that we have to do so physically. To visit here, condole you, and show solidarity. Because whatever happened here happened in Nigeria. And we're all Nigerian. And we are brothers. And by extension, everybody knows that I speak about Niger State probably every month. It's one state I still maintain and believe that we have to change Nigeria. I spoke about it on Saturday without knowing that this happened. I was speaking in London Business School, where I said to them, Nigeria has no reason to be part of countries that counted as Congress country of the world. We shouldn't be, because God gave us what can pull up there. I told them, we can make more money from agriculture and make from oil. Oil is the diminishing aspect. Agriculture is the future aspect, but people must eat. And no other state goes key to that than you. And here's an example that a tiny country like Bangladesh produces.
Don't worry, Obi. Most of those people you are talking to don't give a rat's for you. Well, a rat's about you, but it was there, so he gave them 20 million. And it was the turn of a shitty man. It was there today, but it had to be in Mina. And then at some point, they all flew to Mocha. Then he spoke to them first. I'll show you. Let me show you. Shitty man. Almost a week after.
Chief. No.
Railway line from Niger. Railway line from Niger. president was personally distressed by what happened in Mokwa, and he directed me that I must visit Mokwa and commiserate with the people of Mokwa and the government and people of Niger State over the sad tragedy that had befallen this community, and to assure them that the federal government, in partnership with the state government, will do whatever it takes to rekindle hope in the minds of our people. As the Akrisal project, the federal government will take care of the drainages in Mokwa town. Yeah, the president has already directed the Minister of State for Agriculture to relocate to Mina for the next 1 week to see that 20 trucks of assorted food commodities are delivered to this distressed community. Most importantly, we have to find windows of rebuilding lives and hopes of the people. The federal government will expend 2 billion naira in partnership with the Niger State government to see that homes destroyed by this flood are reconstructed. Human lives can never be compensated. Can give them hope for a better tomorrow. This is why the president is very empathetic, very much worried, very much concerned about the plight of the hundreds of thousands of our people affected by this disaster. Most importantly, we are on ground. We are going to rebuild the bridges. The federal government, under the able leadership of President Bola Tinubu, has already directed the federal Minister of Works to immediately embark on the reconstruction of the 4 destroyed bridges, which is a lifeline, actually, a major artery road that connects the south with the northern part of Nigeria. It's our collective responsibility to see that we rekindle hope in our people for a better tomorrow.
Nuisance, Lele.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
People of Mokwa, they are coming to rebuild your bridges and the road. Tinubu has told them to give you 2 billion. Lori Iro. When I say Lori Iro, it is Lori Iro. But you'll find out later. All right? You need to understand how to understand APC. Egbe. You get what I mean? Stop being caught unaware. And then you're like, I was only trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. APC. You're strong, gone. Like you must be a very strong person. So we hope a shitty man would also visit them in Abia, in Edo. Even though it seems their own water is not as violent as what we saw in Mokwa, but people are still being carried away by water. This one is, Abia, Anambra. Oh, hang on. Peter Obi is from Onitsha, isn't he? Hopefully we'll be there tomorrow morning. Because the first few clips or the first few minutes of this video is from Onitsha. The last part is from Edo. Still about this torrential rain everywhere, exposing the much known deficit, the deficit of infrastructure in that place. Watch this.
Open and the Emery, like even near Juba. Over than an even short walk on Abba. I work for that team. I made a million 4 soldiers. They were willing about the stress.